Alright guys, how you doing? I don't know if you've been worrying about it, but there's a new game coming out called Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors means a lot to me because I grew up with Dynasty Warriors, and it was one of those games that I really liked a lot. And with the new one coming out, I felt I should speak on it because Dynasty Warriors 8 came out with a lot of expansions like all the other ones do, Extreme Legends and Empires. I've been playing Dynasty Warriors since Dynasty Warriors 3. That was like the one that I got in on, and I had so much fun. I actually went and bought Dynasty Warriors 2 before 5 and 4 came out, and then of course I followed the series up until now. But during the Dynasty Warriors 8 days, I weren't really playing that many of the games because I didn't play many of the expansions because the expansions weren't in English, and I refuse to play a game that I can't understand what the characters are saying. And a lot of people make the argument that, oh well, the voice actors are, they're bad actors and they're not very good and all of that, and some of them are corny. And they're right, some of the voice actors are corny, but a good number of them are amazing voice actors. Cao or Sao as people call him. Nah, if you're original, if you knew his name was Cao back in Dynasty Warriors 3 days. But he's an amazing voice actor. So is Shaho Dune. He's one of my favorites. And Guan Yu is also another amazing voice actor. Among many others, there are other bad ones in there. And Don Drew is another good voice actor. So there's good voice actors in the game. And Temco KUI, I'm just gonna call him KUI because that's what I knew him as. I feel like they're doing this to cut costs, because they're trying to increase their bottom line. But I feel like they're only alienating their American fans. Of course, the hardcore Dynasty Warriors fans, they're gonna buy the game regardless. The game could have no weapons in it, and the hardcore Dynasty Warriors fans, they'll still buy it. Say, well, we don't need weapons. I hate people that are blindly loyal to a video game or video game series. You're not helping that series. You can be blindly loyal to them, then they're not learning from their mistakes. You need to be able to speak with your wallet. Do not purchase these games. I didn't buy those games that came on. Like I said, I've been running with Dynasty Warriors since Dynasty Warriors 3, since I was in middle school. I'm 29 now, and it was easy for me to say no. I'm not buying those games. I wanted to, but I'm not buying them. I'm not buying games that are not made in English because I'm an English gamer, right? It's just as simple as that. I don't know Japanese, and I'm an English gamer, so I'm not playing a game not in English. You know what I mean? Just like I wouldn't expect a person in Japan to play a game that's only in English. It's not even interested. They're not even gonna buy that. I don't even like most Japanese gamers. They're really racist towards game companies that are not from Japan. Or maybe they don't feel that they're good, but they don't even pay attention to things. So why is it that I'm from a different side of the world? I'm gonna try to understand my character, and I feel like it takes you out of the immersion of playing the character if they're not speaking English. So that's another reason why I feel like this is a bad move for them, and it's not. I don't think it's a good idea. I can't stress that enough. All the blind loyalists to the game, they may not. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I say to them. Those people are gonna get the game. I can explain points and point out my facts and how I see it, but they're still gonna get the game regardless. One other thing I want to bring up was how Rockstar got Grand Theft Auto, which is considered one of the best-selling games of all time, right? And that's one of the main reasons for Grand Theft Auto was that successful, was because, not the main reasons, but one of the reasons why Grand Theft Auto was successful, and not even just Grand Theft Auto, all the other really well-selling games, is because they're in English. They're in English for English-speaking countries, you know what I mean? And they're in Japanese and Japanese-speaking countries. And the argument that, people weren't speaking English in ancient China, alright, cool. Alright, I get that, but they weren't speaking Japanese in ancient China either. So that argument is, you know what I mean? That's redundant to say that, they weren't speaking English back then. And Dynasty Warriors has never been, super graphical like Uncharted and the Halos of the world. But they have had good-looking games that are good enough, and the Dynasty Warriors fan base, we were fine with it not being the prettiest games. We enjoyed running around, killing 1,000 soldiers, and becoming a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. That happened to me in every game. I am proud to say it happened to me at least twice in every single game I got that comp.
We are two heroes of the Three Kingdoms.
And with this, it hurts to walk away from the series, but like a lot of people say, well, those were just the expansions. You know what I mean? They won't do that for the main game, and I hope so. I really hope they won't do that for the main game. But if they do, then yes, I'm looking at over 10 years of history of this game, but I would walk away from it. And I feel like people that are just blindly buying Dynasty Warriors games without any consideration that the game needs to be made in English for you, you're not helping the series. You're actually making it worse, and you're actually pushing Dynasty Warriors closer to being Dynasty Warriors 10 never coming out, or Dynasty Warriors 11 never coming out, because these sales have been dropping. And I actually went out and got a chart, and actually made a chart coming from VG charts, and I'm gonna put up on the screen now. And there was nothing for Dynasty Warriors 1, but Dynasty Warriors 2, you see, it was an increase, because that's when they had introduced, because Dynasty Warriors 1 was a fighting game, and Dynasty Warriors 2 was the one that actually plays like the one we know now. It was a big increase in sales, and then you see Dynasty Warriors 3, a massive increase. That's when I got in. And then you see Dynasty Warriors 4, which was the best-selling game in the entire series. And then you had Dynasty Warriors 5, which it dropped off. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, maybe the game had gotten too didn't innovate enough. People want innovation as well, but the core fan base was fine. And I think 5 represents really core fans. Right? These were really people that stuck around. Also, I believe 5 was the one where they changed the weapons around, so that didn't help. Some people did not. I think that was 5, or was it 6? My favorite character, Shadow Doom, and he gave him a staff. I can't remember exactly which game it was, but it was probably one of these two. And then after 6 is also, you saw another decline, and then 7 dropped drastically as well. Now you got Dynasty Warriors 8, which saw an improvement, because they had kind of overhauled and kind of went back to the old systems, and trying to like give you, and there was a little bit more innovation in Dynasty Warriors 8, where they pushed forward past the 3 kingdoms, and you saw what happened in Jin Kingdom. So I think that may have helped Dynasty Warriors 8. But anyway, now you got 9, which is, we don't know what's gonna do, what 9's gonna do, what type of numbers it will do as well. But I do feel like 9 is doomed to fail if they decide to make the main game not in English. The expansion packs, that's probably another argument right there, but I still want theirs to be in English as well, because I liked Empires. I didn't really like X Extreme Legends, or just XL. I didn't really like that because I felt like that was most of that could have just been in the game, especially these bigger games with big memories, and they already knew they're gonna make an XL. I didn't see the point in XL, so I never got one of the XL. I got Dynasty Warriors 3 XL, but I never bought none of the other XLs. But I bought the Empires games because I thought that was a nice change of pace. I kind of like strategy games anyway, so I thought it was nice to get away from the slashing and do some strategy. But all in all, I just feel like Dynasty Warriors they're creating their own problem here. KVI, I feel like, I know they're trying to cut costs where they can, but trying to cut off your fan base, it kind of shows us as the US gamers that they don't give a damn about us, in my personal opinion. I know Dynasty Warriors loyal fan base is gonna get mad about it, and they don't want to hear that, and they don't like hearing parts of the truth. They just want to hear. They want everyone to pat them on the. They want people, not everyone. They want people to pat them on the back and say, KOI, you're doing great. You're doing great, KOI. Keep it up. And they don't want to hear that, no, KOI, you need to be more innovative. You know what I mean? And yes, don't strand away from the core fan base, but they still need to be more innovative. The hook shot, the sneaking up on people, the battles going on, like different battles going on all at the same time, that's great. I love that. So it does show that they are being innovative, but with them being innovative, it seems like they're taking away another core element to be innovative. Maybe this will work. Maybe that's the reason why Dynasty Warriors 8 did a little better than 7. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm wrong. But I do feel like there are a lot of people that enjoyed the voice actors, and by taking them away, they're creating a bigger problem than they're fixing. Alright, my name is Free. You guys can like the video, because a lot of people are not liking my videos, and this is probably gonna get a lot of dislikes as well, because I'm not playing happy guy here. I normally never play happy guy. I play the real guy. I'm gonna be very realistic with you, and I'm not gonna pat you on your back. This time I say controversial topics, and this seems to be probably gonna be another one of them. But Dynasty Warriors fan, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a couple dislikes on this one. That's gonna outnumber the likes. So if you do like the video, please like it and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.